I think I'm falling in love with Emily Henry, actually.
Hi everyone. I'm gonna be trying to read Happy Place. Now, I think I have beef with Emily Henry, but it's one-sided because she absolutely has no idea who I am. Maybe Emily Henry does know me, and it's actually two-sided beef, and she came for my neck. I don't think I've found a book of hers that really speaks to me the way a lot of her diehard fans have found. The title, Beach Read, doesn't give. Like, it just doesn't really tell me anything. It seems very bland. Her books are more contemporary, character driven, that the romance is always the side plot, which is fine. I love that actually in a lot of books, but I feel like it's not advertised that way. So maybe that's why I've always felt like her books fall flat for me. Scary. For example, People We Meet on Vacation. I wanted to like it so bad, and I just found the conflict so disappointing that it made the book less enjoyable for me. But I'm going into The Happy Place with a happy mindset. I think I'm going into this knowing that it's not just a romance. Harriet and Wynne have been the perfect couple since they met in college. They go together like salt and pepper, honey and tea, lobster and rolls, except now, for reasons they're still not discussing, they don't. They broke up 5 months ago and still haven't told their best friends, which is how they find themselves sharing a bedroom in the main cottage that has been their friend group's yearly getaway for the last decade. Their annual respite from the world where, for one vibrant, blissful week, they leave behind their daily lives, have copious amounts of cheese, wine, and seafood, and soak up the salty coastal air with the people who understand them the most. Only this year, Harriet and Wynne are lying through their teeth while trying not to notice how desperately they still want each other, because the cottage is for sale and this is the last week they'll all have together in this place. They can't stand to break their friends' hearts, and so they'll play their part. Harriet will be the driven surgical resident who never starts a fight, and Wynne will be the laid-back charmer who never lets the cracks show. It's a flawless plan if you look at it from a great distance and through a pair of sunscreen-smeared sunglasses. After years of being in love, how hard can it be to fake it for 1 week in front of those who know you the best? Okay, this sounds good. This just sounds so good. Second chance romance, like summer vacation, beach vibes. So I'm gonna take you along for the journey. Their chemistry is already so good and they just met. It's jumping timelines so we get to see now and then. If I have to watch these two fuckers fall out of love, one of my favorite things to do when I read is to go on Spotify and find people's book playlists, and this one by Anne is so good. Right Where You Left Me is so Harriet coded. In this really nice cottage, there's a wine cellar at the basement, and all I can think about is the scene in The Parent Trap when the mom and dad go downstairs to find the wine, the really special wine, and they almost kiss. And then Chessie comes home. That's my favorite movie ever. The banter, too good. I'm only on page 77.
Emily Henry is almost too good at writing flirting. I think I'm falling in love with Emily Henry, actually.
I started this book on Friday and it's Sunday. I'm about 75% done, and this book is really good. I am scared that what will happen from People We Meet on Vacation will happen and I'll end up hating it in the last 25%. But honestly, I highly doubt it. I relate so much to Harriet and so much to Wynne. See so much of their flaws in me. As devastating as it is, it's also very funny. It's made me laugh out loud, and it's made me do the thing where you like, it has those sweet moments, those funny moments. I envy reading about strong friendship groups like this in books. It almost feels a little bittersweet. I've never really had a solid friend group. I always feel like a pang. I'm not jealousy, but something. Wynne is absolutely a man written by a woman. He's really developed. I think they're both very well rounded. The cat tattoo is still kind of there. Hi, Figaro. Just does such a great job of pointing out that there are so many different types of love that are surrounding us in everyday life. Chapter 40. I'm almost done. I'm not ready to be finished. This is like going to therapy. I paid $18.90 to have a weekend therapy session. Oh my god. Firstly, 5-star read. I'm actually putting it on my list of my lifetime favorites. I am so pleasantly surprised by how much this book means to me and how it just blew my mind. I feel like I connected to the characters almost too much. Maybe Emily Henry does know me and it's actually two-sided beef and she came for my neck. She came for my neck. Let's start with Harriet. My girl Harriet really went through this whole self-discovery of who she really wants to be versus what she thinks she has to be doing. We're all freaking dilly-dallying in this planet trying to find out what we really want to do with our lives, and that's really exhausting. For her to put that feeling so succinctly and visibly on these pages and make you feel some hope about it is just such a phenomenal thing to do. She had such relatable, shitty communication skill issues that it was almost hard to read about. It was like I was looking into a mirror reading this book. Win has a lot of healing to do in terms of his own self-worth / potential and what he sees of himself versus what other people see. Win's insecurity about never being enough for the people that he loves. He's scared that his true self is actually too boring. That is so relatable that I don't even want to analyze it. I did not expect to feel so seen reading this book. The two characters are so distinct and they go through their own things, and I think harmonizing it, Emily Henry did such a good job. The banter and the flirting is insane. The getting together stage reminded me very much of Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. If you like that book, I'm fairly confident that you'll like this book. It's not really a writing style similarity that I see, but the feeling with Love and Other Words, like I remember being giddy, and Happy Place is cut from the same cloth, and seeing them pine for one another. The chemistry between all these people, but especially Harriet and Win, is palpable through the pages. You could tell how much these two people care about one another. Even if there is serious dialogue going, she never fails to put in a little inside joke or put in a cute little thing to make you laugh, brighten the mood. She's so good at that. And the dialogue is so smooth, how she went about writing their arguments, but still peppering in their personalities. It was so smooth. It makes you love these characters so much. Moving on toward the platonic friendships in this book, Harriet's friendships with the core 6 of them, but Cleo and Sabrina in particular. Her best friend's name is Cleo, and I cannot stop myself from doing the H2O voice, like, Cleo, no. It was so annoying. Cleo and Sabrina play a huge part of how Harriet discovers she wants to improve herself so that she can be a better person for these people that she loves. Just to wrap up in general my thoughts, the overarching theme of this is love, undoubtedly. Love in all shapes and sizes. Platonic love, romantic love, there's familial love, self-love especially. There is a melancholic tone about Happy Place. At its core, the book is about endings. But on the same token, and I think that this is what I took away the most, this book is also about new, possibly better beginnings. Isn't that so sweet? That is the beauty of this book. She said a lot of really wonderfully beautiful human things in Happy Place. This will be a happy book for me, a happy memory that I will keep for a very long time. I cried a lot, but a lot of them were happy tears. So if you have read this book, please let me know what you think. If you are thinking of picking this book up, please do. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, happy day.